And we are live, everyone. We are live. How's everyone doing? This is Wally with Supreme Gecko.
And Nanette.
Do we look different? Well, I bet you we look 100% different. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us, and that's not in a good way as far as the technical aspect of things. The StreamYard live streaming app that we're using, I think, is giving us some problems. So we went from my big system to a little teeny tiny Google Chromebook. It might be that way, unfortunately. Yeah, how about that? I got a haircut. So because this is such a small screen, I went from probably 178-inch monitor down to I think this is 12 inches. This was all within the last probably half hour. We jumped on, and it was really super glitchy. And I apologize for the setup here, folks. And if it does look a little grainy, a little bit blurry, my apologies. We'll work through it tonight, and we'll get this other issue fixed. I've been working with the computer all day long. No issues whatsoever. And sure enough, we go to test, or we jump into the StreamYard to set everything up tonight, and it just failed miserably. Nanette, who's here in the house with us tonight? Read them off.
Mortal Slayer.
Mortal Slayer. Easy for
Miles,
you to say.
JP's Lizard World. Cirrus Howard. I think I said that right, Chris. Maybe it's Chris Howard. I'm not sure. Adam, DEA. Grant. Birdie Beeps. Hello. MKP666. Aiden. Kara. Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Sorry,
Frank the Tank.
Barbara, Angie's here. Dragon Lair's here. Jenna's here. Aurora's here. Faith is here. Robert is here for the first time.
Wow.
Barbara, Cassie. I'm trying to see here. Miranda, Jennifer. There's a lot of people here. Cassandra, Holly, Eli's Adventures, George, Jared. Mantis God. Eli's Adventures, I said.
If you're in the stream for the very first time, here I am just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. If you're in the stream for the very first time, yeah, that's pretty much how it works, isn't it? Give us for a first time, just to tell us that this is your very first Supreme Gecko live stream that you've joined us. And we appreciate everybody that has joined. Liquid Chicken.
Fire Thumper.
I have no idea what liquid chicken means. Somebody's going to have to explain that one to me.
Stephanie Smith. Okay, you have me on your thing to enter in comments.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tell them if it's me entering the comments now when I start answering some of these funny ones.
So go ahead and, I don't know how that's going to work. So I could type in, if you see me
I'll
like
just
this.
Put an N and then a comment.
If you're watching the stream and you see me go like this, it's me typing. Otherwise, it's going to be Nanette. So that's how we're going to figure this out. How does this look, everyone? I mean, again, we went from a big screen camera, lights. We turned down all of our lights here. Literally, we have two little lights, and the light back there just kind of showing some of the background. How does this look? Does this look okay? I'm sure that the screen is grainy. Can you hear us okay? Somebody give us a thumbs up. Tell us if this looks okay. Smiley Fry. We've got 64 people watching today. So we have a lot going on. Bob says, this isn't my first rodeo. That's outstanding.
I couldn't handle it anymore.
So my hair was as long as it's been since probably my Peter Frampton high school days when I had the banana curls. Does anybody remember the banana curls?
You're old.
All the way down past my shoulders. That's what I used to have. So my hair, when I got it cut, was down past my shoulders. It took them longer
to cut your hair than it did to do my hair. Totally.
Is that a good thing?
It was bad. And when you said you were going to use Crystal's hair tie,
yeah,
she was pretty upset. And she came to me and said, Grandpa needs a haircut.
So I kept kidding her because I was doing some filming and everything. And my hair was so long, it was kind of bushing out. And if you know once it gets kind of humid outside, my hair kind of curls up, and it was just a mess when I tried to put on my hat.
It's winter.
It's humid in here because we've got the fish tanks. I don't know if I can show everybody. We've got the fish tanks over there, so
in the dark on it gets back wall.
Yeah, exactly. So my hair was curling and it just looked like a mess. So okay.
Mortal Slayer says his is halfway down his back. It's not going to ever get that long. No.
Mine or yours?
Yours. No.
It might.
Can't happen.
What are you going to do about it?
It's not.
It's not. I'm just jumping around here. This is very unusual for this setup, so I'm just kind of getting used to it. I don't want to welcome everybody to the live stream tonight. I wanted to kind of give a little bit of an introduction tonight. And if you notice things being a little bit different, we'll talk about that later. Andrew.
Your other hat doesn't fit because you don't have enough hair anymore.
Yeah, it just kind of falls. I put it on and it falls off because my head was so big with the hair. So I wanted to give about 5 minutes here just as an introduction. Hey, Waffle Gang, I see we're joining the party. This is our 10,000 subscriber, and you jump in whenever, Nanette. Just go ahead and jump right in and talk over me as much as you want to. And that's really, I'm just kidding. You go ahead and do that. 10,000 subscribers. I can't even fathom that. We started we started like 9 or 10 years ago, and we got a lot of actually views because we were showing crested geckos and leopard geckos and how to set them up, how to handle them, things like that. And we got a bunch of views, but we didn't really kick off the subscribers. I think I started about 3 years ago with about 1,000 subscribers, which I was very fortunate to have at that time. And then I think Josh from Isobuddies mentioned that he joined a couple of years ago when we were at 5,000, and now all of a sudden we're at 10,000. So
you better hope you don't get to 1 million.
Did somebody say that we're going up to 1 million?
When you get to 1 million, I have to shave your eyebrows.
I tell you what, if in tonight's show we get to 1 million subscribers, I'll shave this off. I'll shave my mustache off. I've only ever done that one time.
Happen.
And I'll shave my eyebrows. So
mustache is not.
So if you're not subscribed to the Supreme Gecko channel, jump over and subscribe. Let's see if we can push this to 1 million. No?
Mustache does not go.
I'll shave this off if we get up to, what's a good number? 1,100. 11,000. 11,000. Angie almost caught me on that. I'm sure Angie would have said something there.
It does not go away.
Why?
No.
So we had has anybody been ever
been? I hope you feel better.
Has anyone ever gone to a party where you had that role playing kind of like the Clue thing? Your professor, I don't even know Clue. I can't think either. Professor Plummer, I don't even know. But so we went to one of those parties about 35 years ago, something like that.
Oh, the mystery movie?
The mystery, yeah. So everybody was supposed to dress up in their costumes and everything. So just before the party, I had kind of more of a formal pipe smoking, and I wanted to look very different. So I shaved my mustache, and Nanette was beyond upset at me. It was just incredible.
I don't think that was as bad as our wedding day.
What did I do on our wedding day?
Well, the night before at the rehearsal, you had the beard that I had never seen gone.
Shoot.
And I walked down the aisle to the front of the church, and you had shaved your beard and had a haircut and everything that morning because you wanted to look clean cut.
So was Nanette justified then for pushing off the wedding until I grew the beard back? Would that have been okay? I don't know. So I wanted to thank everybody for the 10,000 subscribers. And again, it's beyond belief that we got up to this number. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for watching these videos. It's been a blast. I started this whole journey out again, back again 3 years ago. Because everybody's probably heard the story, but I'll share it with people that are just brand new here. I started the YouTube again because I had purchased some geckos, a pair of geckos, went online to find out how to care for them. And there were like 3 YouTube videos, and each one of them were about 25 to 30 seconds each. Here's this gecko eating crickets. And that's all the video was. And over sand bottoms, nothing in the tank, no setup information, no temperatures, nothing. So at that point, I decided I'm going to keep these geckos. I'm going to try to work with them. If I get some eggs, if I get some babies, and I'm going to share my experience. And a couple months after I had the geckos, I was successful in getting some eggs and getting some babies. So I started this journey with sharing information about geckos. Now, it's diverged a little bit into isopods, and now there's a Supreme Aquaria channel out there that we're growing because of the fish tanks. And I'm having fun with that. But this is all just a work of passion. I love putting out the videos. I love doing different things. I actually enjoy some role playing with these videos, and I'll do more of that in 2022. But we'll talk a little bit about that in just a second.
I'm a little worried about that.
What about that?
Role playing.
Role playing.
I don't role play.
So I've got a couple of notes. You don't role play.
I detest role playing.
You know, that reminds me of that commercial about the couple, and they were going to role play, and the girl says, "How about let's do the French maid?" And then the guy, it's the beer commercial, right? Is it Miller? I don't know. The guy shows up in the French maid, and he goes, "Oh, you mean you? Oh, shoot, yeah, that's right." No. Okay, we're going way off topic. Okay, housekeeping. Let's talk about housekeeping things. This is getting back to the Supreme
Gecko. Start cleaning?
So housekeeping in the live stream thing here. So, and if anybody comments, go ahead and throw the comments in there in the net. Let me know. So in the YouTube, Supreme Gecko YouTube channel, we have a new sponsor. The new sponsor is DVD Pet. And they have been supporting us Dale has been supporting us like forever. Dale, if you're in here, thank you very much. If you're not, if you watch this later, thank you very much. But we're going to put together a little intro, probably 4 or 5 seconds for DVD Pet. And that'll be on our videos. I don't know if it's going to be on our fish videos. It certainly will be on some of the Supreme Gecko videos. Show your appreciation, go over to DVD Pet. Great people. And that's what we do with the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. That's what we do here with the channel. That's what I do on Facebook. I support people that are good in the hobby, that are promoting the hobby, that are positive, and that's what we'll do forever. That's our mode of operation. It is what it is. Next item up for bids. Next item up for discussion. So if you noticed, I don't have my, you okay?
I'm good. Sorry.
Cool. No, that's all right. I don't have my, I should be coughing right now. I don't have my Blackhawks hat.
Costume and roll up and fight crime.
I can do that. Send me a PM on Facebook and remind me, because I just forgot exactly what they were saying. My memory is just like that. So
Isaac, come back with that question during our question and answer in case I miss it, please.
Absolutely. So hat. I am wearing this. Boy, I don't use swear words, Wally. Don't use swear words. I'm wearing this Philadelphia Flyers hat. It's a hockey team. If somebody didn't recognize who this is, and it is one of my favorite teams other than the Blackhawks. So I was chatting with Andrew, DEA Exotics. I see Andrew's on the live stream, and doggone you, Andrew. So I was chatting online as the Super Bowl started, and we're watching, and who do you think is going to win, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, we've got a bet. And how about if we do the hat thing exchange? I think I picked the Rams, and Andrew picked, who was the other team? The Browns. Thank you. So I picked the Rams, Andrew picked the Browns, and before he could come back with an answer, they scored. And Andrew comes back, well, Rams just scored. And I said, okay, I'll give you 7 points. Just to make it fair, just so we could start, from scratch. And sure enough, the Rams won. So I shouldn't be wearing this. Don't swear. I shouldn't be wearing this Philadelphia hat. I should be wearing my Blackhawks. And actually, Andrew should be wearing the Blackhawks hat. But because of the point spread that we worked out, they didn't win by the 7 points that I had given him. So it's all in good stuff. Did I say the Browns?
Yes, you did. It was
Wow.
the Bengals.
Sorry,
It's okay,
sorry,
I said the
Bengals.
Broncos. It doesn't matter.
So that's the whole story with the Flyers hat. So Andrew, has it been 7 days? Because I'm supposed to wear this for 7 days. I'm not going to do a video tomorrow, an Isopod video with this on, am I? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, next
Put a
item.
Post-it note on it that says Blackhawks. I could do that.
Yeah, I could
Slap
just
it
change
right
or
there.
yeah.
I could just smack it right there.
Yes, you could do that.
That was for you, Frank.
Okay, so the next item is
The Bears.
we found an issue with the Buy Me a Coffee membership. And if you don't know Buy Me a Coffee, I did, and somebody pointed it out to me. So Buy Me a Coffee is the way, if you want to, if you find the value in what we're providing with the YouTube channel, with Facebook, answering questions and things like that, you can support us by buying one of my geckos some food. It's actually just supporting for a couple of bucks. Or you can become a member. We've got a lot of things that we deliver over on the membership side. So I found out that in November and December, there was an issue with the card processing company, and they never notified me. So we had a bunch of people that didn't have their membership go through, and no notification or anything. So sent it back out to them and saying, hey, I found this issue. And we had some people come back and say, oh, no problem, and re-up their membership. And whole membership, we're going to provide behind the scenes videos. We're going to, and if you see a comment, read them off. We're going to provide behind the scenes videos. We have discount codes to the Supreme Gecko store, all kinds of other things. I've provided.
It's a good thing that we figured it out. It's working great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And it was probably somebody that re-upped in their membership, and I greatly appreciate that. I don't want to push something like that, but just wanted to send it out as a reminder. So anyways, we give, I think one of the last things that I did was provide a spreadsheet with all of my preferred breeders and hard goods and geckos and things like that. I always like to refer good breeders, and that's on that membership page. There's going to be a lot of other videos. A lot of it's going to be behind the scene video, and also videos on how to manage this whole reptile keeping, isopod keeping as a business. I also almost put that Isopod permit video behind the scenes on the membership page, but I thought that was just too valuable to not share to everybody.
Don't forget the coupon code.
And yeah, I think I mentioned that we have a discount code on the Buy Me a Coffee if you become a member, 10% and 20% if you become the elite member. So
somebody says that you shouldn't give geckos coffee. It's not good to give them caffeine.
It works for me. It worked for my kids when they were like 2 or 3. What? So a couple of things that are happening at the Supreme Gecko facility, the Supreme Gecko store page. We are gearing up for breeding. Not only that, we are redoing some of our stands. So if you know, I've been keeping geckos for about 20 years, and I think that there are very few new racks downstairs, and some of them are, if I can do this, they're sagging about that much. They're not good. They're not good at all. So they're old. So I didn't look at you saying that you're old. So it's about time that I redo some of these racks. So in the near future, probably in the next 2 weeks, I'm doing 2, 3, 4. I'm redoing 5 racks.
What?
5 racks.
Whoa. There's 2 boxes down there with new racks.
There's 2 boxes. I opened one already. Those 2 boxes hold. Well, I haven't received the new mail in yet, or the Amazon orders yet. Yeah, there's a lot going on downstairs from a facility standpoint. We have some new geckos in that I've never worked with before. I'm hoping that 2022 provides us with some really cool stuff to share with other people. We have the Crested geckos. We have the gargoyles going. We have some new leopard geckos. We have the Periodora picta that I'm hoping I can take to the next step this year. Last couple of years, it's just been establishing and talking to people and hoping that I can take that whole project a little bit further. Gosh, we have 95 people now watching this thing, watching silly me talking about geckos. So
getting in racks. This is what happens when I work all day and you're at home working in the facility. I come home and you're all excited and I find a new rack.
So About 3 or 4 weeks ago, a good friend, Andrew, asked what kind of, and it's all in joking, you know, he asked what kind of secrets do you have going on for 2022? Yeah, how about that, Joe? What the heck is that all about? You'll have to rewatch. So Andrew said, what kind of secrets do you? I don't have any secrets. There's very few things that I keep from people. Now, there might be some things that I might get a new gecko in, and I don't want to share right away. I want to establish and see if I do well with it, then put out a video. It's not really a secret. If there's something about breeding or anything like that, there is no secret formula. I'm as transparent as I hope that it appears in these live streams. If you have a question about how to breed or how to do something, you know, I'm all ears, and I'll talk your ear off on sharing information about taking care of your animals the best way that you can. Do I do a couple of things a little bit different? Maybe. If you ask me a question about some of that, would I share? Absolutely. So not a whole lot of secrets going on, but I do have a few geckos that I still need to see if I can get to breed to then share some hopefully pretty cool videos with you. We have got a lot of things. I'm going to set up a more consistent plan with the videos this last couple of months. If a lot of you have been watching these videos, the 12 spring days of Christmas, the January and February, we were real light on videos, and it was just a matter of trying to get any time whatsoever to take care of the animals. Now that we've kind of over a couple of those issues and we're back on track, the animals have kind of cleaning and everything has been taken care of. We're back to being caught up, and hopefully these videos will start coming out more regularly like we were in the past with a gecko video and an isopod video every single week. We're going to get back to that. And actually, I'd like to do at least 2 live streams every single month, bring everybody in for questions and answers, and bring some top level gecko and isopod breeders in to talk about and feeder insects. Bring these people in and talk their ears off and find out how they're keeping some animals successfully. That hopefully would help us. The Supreme Gecko store. This is big news for me. It's probably not that big of a news for you, but for the last couple of years, I've had the old Supreme Gecko store. And the last year or so, I've had the new Supreme Gecko store where we added all of our products and everything. But the old one had just tons and tons and tons of articles and great information. Well, it was confusing to me, and it was confusing to a lot of other people. I shut down that old store, but kept all of the information. I just couldn't run 2 pages anymore. It was just too confusing for everybody. So I shut down. If you've not noticed, if you have noticed, let me know in the comments that you noticed this. But now you can go supremegecko.com and it will take you right to the new store. What are we missing? Well, we're missing a lot of articles actually, but we're missing all of that confusion. I did add, though, this is a pretty cool feature at the bottom of the homepage. If you go down, you'll see the reptile shows that we're going to be vending at in 2022. The Show Me Reptile Show, Sewer Fest, and absolutely the scaled up expos. So
I need to look at that and update my calendar.
Yeah, sure. You can do that. That would be it. Yeah, what a great idea.
Yeah, maybe I need to do that. Somebody said they noticed.
Who noticed? Jennifer noticed
it.
I'm looking at anything else. Before we get into, and I think the reason a lot of people are here is because we're doing these giveaways. We're actually doing, folks, we're doing 2 different types of giveaways. And I'm going to jump over to my banner here. We're going to do 2 different types of giveaways. The second one we're doing, I'm always backwards with this. The second one that we're doing. I have no idea
what we're doing.
Yeah, you don't, do you? So the second one that we're doing is the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So all the posts that I made was about the 10,000 subscriber video or 10,000 subscriber giveaway. And I mentioned Josh's Frogs. We have a $100 gift certificate, but we have a lot of other. How many gifts do we have to give away for the 10,000 celebration party time giveaway?
I I'm not sure because you didn't tell me we were breaking it up. So is this all?
That's all. We have 2 different giveaways. So I've got the other ones in my mind here somewhere. And you have the
Okay, so I'm giving away 10 then for the giveaway.
So we have 10 different gifts that we're giving.
And then you have a secret giveaway in your head.
It's a secret.
Oh, good Lord.
So
we're in trouble.
And I'll talk about that in just a second. The 10 gifts that we are giving away, it's not the 12 Supreme or 13 days of Supreme Days of Christmas. This is just my way of saying thank you, everyone, for jumping on the bandwagon and participating in this journey with us. I can't be more happy with what we're doing and having you with us with this whole thing. But, okay, first things first, we're going to do a 2001 participation giveaway. Now, if you know Supreme Gecko YouTube participation giveaway in the past, we've given away some great gifts. And what I have done is in the past, I've drawn, all the comments from every single video that we did that year. And I use those to draw names for gifts to give away to these participants. So this year, we just didn't have any time for me to count 1, 2. And I tell you, in the past, it's taken me.
Can't get past 50.
I can't get past 4. I didn't have any time to count. And it's taken me, 3, 4, 5 hours to do the counts of the comments for all the videos. Now that we've increased so many comments on each video and actually more videos this last year, what I did was I went through, and I kind of knew this already, but we have 2 people that I really like to recognize as being long-term fans of Supreme Gecko. And we're going to continue this in 2022 as well, at the end of the year 2022, hopefully a little closer to the end of the year than we are in February here. But we have 2 people that I want to recognize. The first one is, drum roll. Can you do a drum roll? Don't do a drum roll. That's... so the first person that we have that I want to recognize, and again, this is separate from the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. That's going to come in just a second. But
I don't know what the gift is.
This first gift is, and I don't have it in my hand or else I would show it, but the first gift is coming to Frank the Tank for all that he's done with sharing and commenting and helping us through this year of 2021. I really appreciate that. So the gift is, and Frank, this is separate from what we had talked about before. I'm going to send you, if this works out for you, I'm going to send you a baby crested gecko. Frank lost unfortunately, and no clue. We talked back and forth, no clue why it happened, but Frank lost a crested gecko earlier anyway. So we're going to send him, for this gift alone, we're going to send Frank little crested geckos, probably about 3 months old or so. So we're going to give him a nice crested gecko. So that's our number 2 gift. The number 1 gift, and this person again has been there the whole way. And I think one time he said that he watched every video that we had ever created. It's not you. No, you haven't been with me yet. Yeah, you have. This person has watched every single video probably 2 or 3 times and comments on every single one and back and forth with suggestions. It's just, and I wish I could give a gift to every single person here, but Nanette, can you go to your craft room, the room that I'll call in the future my future Isopod room?
That one will never be yours.
Can you go to the craft room and can you grab the deli cup? And I'm going to surprise this person because this person contacted me recently and said, do you have a female? And this is so much fun for me. It really is, folks. This person contacted me and said, do you have a female crested gecko that I can get from you? And I hemmed and hawed and excuse me, folks, I need more coffee. I hemmed and hawed and said, no, I didn't. I kind of knew that I did. And I didn't want to spring the news too early, but Andrew, DEA Exotics, was asking for a red, and it looks so much better. And we're not going to see this on camera.
No, you're not.
Andrew, you were looking for a Supreme Gecko red crested gecko female, and I happen to have one. God, the camera is not going to do a thing for this
one.
gecko.
It's not.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's red. It's coming up tonight. It's just kind of colored down, but you're going to like this one. And this is I think it's going to be ready in 2022 for breeding. So Andrew, Frank the Tank, thank you very much. Andrew, thank you very much. That's our 2021 participation gifts that I am more than pleased to give out. This is so cool for me. So let's jump over here real quick. We've got a lot going through. So in the 2021, in the 2021 participation award, I thank you both. We're going to do that again in 2022, but I think it is time to, let's do this real quick. If I can get there, I tell you, on this small screen, it's just so tricky.
It's okay. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I got anything, right? Really, to be honest.
Andrew's speechless.
The hassles that we went through the half hour before the show were incredible. And if you know me, I stress out about the littlest, smallest technical thing. And here we are on a Chromebook with, this is crazy. Okay, so let's do some questions and answers. So we're going to do the 10,000 giveaway in just a second, but let's open the floor up for questions and answers about geckos, about isopods, about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to know something about me, ask away. If you want to know something about Nanette, ask away. Is there a format that they should follow so that we can kind of recognize?
Maybe just put a couple question marks before your question.
There you go. 2 question marks before your question.
Marks before the question, and then I'll try to keep up with it. I did have one earlier that I did write down, I think.
Thank you, Susan. And thanks for joining us.
Somebody wanted to know how long you were in geckos.
The business. Well, I've been keeping geckos. I keep saying this, the last couple of years. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I guess that makes it 22. I don't know. Once you get past like 5 or 6, it just all blurs. And now that, my memory is gone anyways, it's all blurry. I've been keeping animals. I started with, funny thing with reptiles is I started with chameleons. So how about that for jumping in with both feet? Started with chameleons. I had success with chameleons. I started keeping leopard geckos. I started keeping crested geckos. And then my interest, while they maintained they went off on micro geckos and Periodora and all kinds of things. Never swayed too much away from geckos. And then the last 5 years, I've started keeping isopods. So hope that helps.
Okay, I have a question here, and I don't understand the question. Paper or plastic? Do you understand that?
Yeah, paper, of course. Plastic is, you use plastic one time, you go right back to paper.
Got it. Okay.
Where's Dave? Give me the gecko.
Angie, no.
No, give me the gecko. I want the gecko. Ken is asking where Dave is. Dave is right here, Ken. Oh. Ken, say hi to Dave.
I thought it was a female.
See, I told you. Well, he identifies. She identifies as Dave. I shouldn't joke about that.
No, you should not. Okay. We're going on to the next question.
Next.
Angie wants to know. She has 2 enclosures right next to each other. Yeah, this is Angie. One is male. The other is a female.
The enclosures are males and females?
The Cresties and the containers.
Yes.
And she wants to know if she should put something between them so they can't see each other. Why? Are they fighting?
Did you say that one's a crested?
One's a male and one's a female.
Okay.
And she wants to know if she
I can't even follow a straight conversation.
If she should put something between so they cannot see each other.
No, I think you should put those 2 together. That frees up another enclosure to keep more geckos, and you get baby geckos.
That's what you get, Angie.
Next.
Okay, the next one.
If you don't want babies, if you don't want that female to have it, it kind of doesn't matter really, because even the smell will stimulate the hormones and everything. That female is going to start laying eggs. Just the proximity, seriously. So one of them you could just bring over here, and I'll take one of them.
What made you first realize you loved reptiles. If
Oh.
you remember the specific moment.
Yeah, there's two different parts of that answer. Number
This would
one
be
is
like 3
nature.
hours.
Nature. The first part of that answer is I just enjoyed nature so much. I'd go down to the stream and catch crawfish and tadpoles, and I was just so into
Do you
that
remember
as a
that
kid.
fish tank that you had with the
Then I
little
got
fish?
into fish, and I started keeping fish. And the first time I ever had babies, it was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Seeing babies is just that thrill of accomplishment and the feel that you're doing things right. So I had fish for probably about 10 years, got out of it because of the family, got back into some other hobbies. I shouldn't say got back into, but got into some other hobbies, never really took off. And then I want to cover that Lacey Act. I don't want to lose that
Yeah,
one.
I know. I've got that written down.
The other hobbies didn't take off, and then I started keeping reptiles. And again, I kept a pair. I kept some veils, and the very first eggs and the very first hatchlings that I got from those veil chameleons, it was like game on, man. Let's go. And it was shortly after that I got a pair of leopard geckos and realized, oh my gosh, these leopard geckos are so easy compared to chameleons. So I started keeping one pair of leopard geckos, and then within like 10 minutes, I was up to 48 pairs of leopard geckos, and then crested geckos. And oh my gosh, anybody else start kind of down that road with keeping something from nature or just enjoying nature, and that kind of got them going down the path of keeping reptiles or isopods or whatever?
Okay, that question just got answered also. The next one was, why did you get into reptiles? So you answered that. Next question, I'm going down the list kind of.
I'm going to keep this one up because I want to get back over to Bryce.
Get there.
Okay. Hi, Crystal.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Oh.
Well, let's try that. How does the commercial go? One, two, crunch, two licks to get to the center of it.
Would you rather get rid of all of your isopods or your geckos?
Wow.
I can tell you what I would
outstanding. Well, I got into isopods because they were supporting my geckos with the bioactive and everything. So if I had to choose, don't make me choose. If I had to choose, I would choose geckos. I would get rid of isopods and I would keep geckos. Absolutely.
I was going the other way. Only because of the amount of work and the time that it takes.
But I tell you what,
I could breeze right through isopods and no problem. Geckos,
it's so fun to look at a cork bark and see lots and lots of babies, but to see a baby crested gecko hatching out of picked a gecko. Andrew just had a baby crested gecko hatch.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that in my mind. So
will you be working on the high yellow zebras?
Ken's right, it's 3. High yellow I am working with the high yellow. So I started with high yellows. Yellow zebras, about a year and a half ago, and they failed miserably. Shot down in flames. I couldn't keep them, and I think I was struggling with the zebras at that time. Anyways, and changed a couple of things. Got some more yellow zebras in about 3 or 4 months ago, and I've got some babies. So thumbs up, fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes.
What's your favorite species of geckos?
Of geckos. I keep going back to leopard geckos. I go back to crested geckos because they're so much fun and easy to keep. And it's something to start conversations at a reptile show with handing somebody off a crested gecko and having them hold a reptile for the first time. But if I were to choose one, I'm sure everybody knows which. I tell you what, if you know what I would choose for my favorite gecko, put it in the comments. And let's see the first person that can name my favorite gecko.
You're going to have to watch that because I'm doing questions.
That's like my favorite Martian. My favorite gecko.
Advice on breeding smooth knob-tailed geckos.
Ooh, good point. So,
Pictish.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the new version of the picked gecko called the Pictish. I'm just teasing. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. Knobtails, smooth knobtails.
Take care of them.
Not a big enclosure. Keep the male and female separate and introduce the male. Take them out after breeding season. Keep a warm, very basic. Keep a warm side. Feed them lots of crickets. but don't feed too many. A big secret with them is you don't just throw the crickets in, you throw a couple in and make sure they get very intimidated. They get very bothered, aggravated when there's too much. That's not what happens in the wild. They don't see 20 different crickets at one time. They don't see 3 crickets. They see 1. They run around looking for food. Oh, well, there's a cricket. I'm going to eat it. So they eat that cricket, and then they don't see anything for a couple more hours. So small doses of food, feeder insects. And here's a really, really big thing with them is keep a moist side. You know, you want to keep part of the enclosure moist, but you also want to mist them. You know, if you food dish, water dish, but mist them every couple of days. Hope that helps.
I have a baby morning gecko and currently have her in a miniature tank. It's too small for a heat lamp. How do I properly heat it?
Oh, don't use a heat light for sure. Good call. Take another LED light even and push her. I tell you what,
light work.
A puck light would be too warm than that. Yeah, good point. But take another LED light, just a regular LED light, and just put your hand by that. You're going to feel warmth off of that. Put that LED light on top of your tank or on the side, anywhere, and you can control the heat. Another option is you can, and I've done this before with other geckos, you can take a heat mat and don't put it underneath because you really won't get the benefit with, I'm hoping that you're doing morning geckos with a bioactive. You won't get that advantage. Put the heat mat on the side, but hook that into a dimmer thermostat, dimmable. Andrew, your gecko just jumped like from the 10th story and it's gone.
It did not. It's just bouncing over here, though.
So a heat mat on the side, but put it on a dimmable thermostat. Okay. Can we get to the lacy thing?
In a minute. And that's going to take a long time. And I want
No, it's going to be really quick because
first, how do you guys talk so easy on the camera? This is so not.
This is so not us.
No, I do not. This is not a comfortable thing.
This is actually like Men in Black, where I unzip, and it's actually an alien. While he's in the other room, watching the Olympics. So
that's not.
This is so
out
not
of my
us.
comfort zone.
You know why it's comfortable? Because you guys are asking great questions. You're asking gecko questions. I can talk geckos forever. That's why it feels natural. Nanette just kicked Andrew's gecko.
I did not kick it. I'm shifting her because she's bouncing all over the place over here.
Hi, Barbara.
Andrew,
hi, Isaac and Ace.
You're being mean.
Hi, Air Thumper.
What is the hardest gecko that you've ever kept?
Hardest. Oh, wow. Andrew knows this because I kind of talked to him about this, but I just recently had a gecko that, wow. Yeah. And you don't even know this, Nanette, because it's hard to talk about. So this is kind of a first for me. I paid a lot of money for a gecko about a month and a half ago. I lost one of the females. And just this last week, I lost the male.
You just told me that. Yeah.
Did I tell you I
lost
the male?
Last night you told me. Yeah.
Okay. So that one, and I'm not going to get into too much more details, but I struggled with them and matching some of their requirements, and it was just really tough. I've had some other ones that have been tough. Can't think of any offhand that I've had a long time and I haven't been able to breathe. Eventually, if I have it for a number of months and it's doing okay, then usually I can get, there's a gecko, squirrel, Africanus. I cannot think of its genus name. It's a small burrowing. So I actually had a 10-gallon tank and half of it was sand. It's a burrowing gecko. And I struggled with that. The babies are just the cutest things. Okay, sorry, taking up a lot of time here.
Spiky isopods.
We're going to get to those giveaways in just
spikies?
A couple more minutes. The spikies look cool. I know nothing about them other than that. They look super cool, though.
Do you use a misting system or do you have a video on setting it up?
I do have a video for setting it up. So I have 3 different misting systems, Does that mean that
Yeah, I'm one of them. Just kidding.
That's like, yeah, I have a dishwasher. Bad joke. I have
Sorry.
I have three different misting. Boy, talk about squirrel. I have three different misting systems
That
on
was
different
honesty.
enclosures. I like them, but I tell you what, when they fail and you get reliant on them to mist and they fail and you don't notice it for a little bit of time because you're not down there, when the lights, just before lights go off, it can be tragic. So I now check my misting systems like at least once a week. And also, besides that, I actually do go in at least a couple of times a week, and I'll do another misting because a lot of these newer enclosures are bioactive, so I'll mist and get the substrate a little bit wet for the plants.
Have you thought about getting into lychees? No.
Next.
Lychees, no, they're too big for me.
Lychees are big brown turds.
Yeah, they're too much for me.
What?
No,
I'm just not into the lychees, and
they're beautiful, but they're
they're
too big for me.
To some people, they are the coolest gecko, and I don't argue that point whatsoever. It's just it takes up a lot of room. I've always been the small stuff. I've got 18 tanks, and not one of them on the side here are bigger than 10 gallons. So of fish.
Did Nanette know what she was getting into, and did she love animals too? I liked animals like dogs. It took me probably a year to actually go into the gecko room when he started out with the leopard geckos. It took a long time. Now I'm starting to ease up to certain ones. Do you know when there's going to be a pictomorph video coming out?
I'm literally working on it just about every other day. There's a lot of information out there, and the problem is that there's no scientific information out there. So all that I'm doing right now is collecting and talking to people. It's a tough one. My feeling is I don't want to just put a video out there and say, oh, look at these 3-line Picta geckos, or look at this T plus albino. I want more substance to a video if I do a morph. So I don't really anticipate one for at least a couple, 3 months, simply because I'm way behind on some of the other videos that I wanted to get out there. I want to also do more live chats. And the Picta, we get a lot of viewers for the Picta. It's very, very important information, but we don't have the same audience for the period or a Picta as the other videos. I want to get some more of those videos out. But anyways, I want more substance. I'm still doing the research. I feel like I know a lot, but there's also a lot to know about these animals and their morphs. So, excuse me, I think there's a long ways to go. A lot of work for me to do yet.
Are there any isopods that should not absolutely be kept with as a CUC for a garter snake?
For a garter snake, probably the best person to ask, because he has garter snakes and he has isopods and he's a wealth of information, is Russ Wilson over at Aquarimax Pets. I wouldn't keep any of any of the more expensive, because I think that you're just burning through money if you do something like that. Any of the giant Spanish, any of the Cuberis, anything that needs, more delicate conditions.
What are your favorite channels for hardscaping and bioactive setups? Do you have any?
I missed that one. I wanted to show this one real quick. Sorry. What are my favorite channels for bioactive?
And hardscaping.
I guess I don't have a favorite one. I know there's a lot of good ones. Serpa Design, obviously, Tanner does a great, great, great job. I guess if I had a favorite, it would be his. But I tell you what, folks, you really shouldn't have one favorite. You should always have 2 or 3 sources, and watch and listen and read and compare and make the decisions in your own mind what works best for you, what you can work best with. So my suggestion to everybody is don't just pick one favorite. But for me, I watch a lot of them, especially when I go off and I do like the 15 exoterras that we set up a couple of years ago. I watched a lot of bioactives, and I kind of pulled pieces from several of them.
Do male picted geckos act more jumpy than a female? Yes.
Nanette says yes. I don't think so. I've had some male picted geckos that are just the nicest, gentlest puppy dogs. It's hard. I tell you what, though, I have some. I don't even know how to classify these. I have some red ones, and it's funny. I've kept back. I've held 2 reddish lines groups, and they are the jumpiest picked I have ever had. I don't know why. I don't know if it's any different in the genes or anything, but it's just really, really weird.
My favorite gecko would be the Pictus. Yes, that is my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Really? There was somebody asked, and yes, Picta are my favorite. They've got personality.
I thought it was Chondrodactylus pulitzer.
Yeah, not. I'm trying to find some more questions here. We do not keep Chihuahuas any longer. We used to have Chihuahuas a long time ago.
We have moved away from a lot of different animals simply because my tastes have changed over the years, and you know, we've always been a crested gecko, gargoyle gecko breeder for sale. Chihuahuas worked wonders for us for many years, and it just became a thing where I was spending too much resources, too much space, and too much time on the Chihuahuas, and I preferred to work with other animals. You always have to balance your resources, and if you find that you don't have the time for some animals that you should be spending on them, then you need to make some decisions, and that was a hard one to make, but we moved away from Chihuahuas. But I tell you what, there are some amazing Chihuahuas on the market right now. And my gosh, Living Art Creations and the Salzmans are creating some just fantastic Chihuahuas.
Mm-hmm.
Name drop.
Contest part is not over yet. No, somebody asked.
No.
Do you add?
There's great questions here, and we need to get to the giveaway.
I know, but we've got a few really good ones here still. Do you add worm castings to your Isopod substrates?
Yes, I do. So it kind of depends. If I have worm castings in the house and I know I am getting some Isopods in the near future, next couple 3 weeks, I'll set them up with the worm castings. If I don't have worm castings and I know that I'm going to get those Isopods, I want the setups running for at least 2 or 3 weeks, springtails, and starting to get them established. 4 weeks is even better. So if I don't have worm castings, I have dirt in the house, I'll use dirt.
Meaning bags of dirt, not dirt in the house.
That you know
of. We do not have a retail store here in Sussex, Joe, but you can contact Wally and he will make arrangements with you to come.
I don't have the space.
See,
Barbara.
Yep. Is it hard to keep a baby leopard gecko alive?
No, gosh, no. Probably the second easiest animal to keep alive is babies. Leopard geckos, babies are just like probably easier than crusteds, I would think. Heat and feed them worms.
Do you have any more crested geckos? No, Jay Brooks, you don't see this. Okay.
What? Huh? What?
Leachianis, we already.
Okay, somebody said speed round. Let's get a speed round. Let's crank out the questions and let's.
Well, you're the one that rambles. What's your favorite? What's your opinion on a frog?
Love frogs. Don't have the room. Don't have the resources. Unfortunately, I've thought of them.
If you did
I've thought of dart frogs. I've thought of the tree frogs. Red eyes. I love them. Love them. Love them.
What's your biggest fear in life?
Next question. I fear being sewn into the bed sheet one day and Nanette beating me with a broom.
That is just wrong. That wouldn't happen.
My biggest fear, I don't know.
Spiders.
To take it a serious note here, I guess my biggest fear, seriously, I don't know if this is the direction you wanted me to go in, but is losing a child, losing obviously a close family member or a child. From a more softer view of that, I guess I have spiders. Yeah, absolutely. Centipedes. I look, that movie, The Replacements. There's a sequence in there. I'm afraid of what is it? Spiders. I'm afraid of spiders, Coach.
Isopods or your wife?
Next question.
My
My wife.
Wink, wink.
You didn't see that.
Sada's, he's going to have to talk to you on the side on that one. I believe there is a video. What is your most difficult loss in the hobby? There was a video on that one.
Yeah, that was
a rough one.
in the past, and
tonight.
This last couple of weeks was even rougher.
Yeah, that one we can't hit yet. What's the hardest gecko you've ever kept? How about
let's do three more quick questions, and then we're going to get on to.
I was going to say we can.
Everybody is being so patient.
You are, but you guys have great questions.
Yeah, this is fun.
How do you choose the right crested gecko food for your gecko, since there's a wide variety out on the market right now?
Who asked that question?
Cassandra.
I wish we could share more of these questions, online. Sorry, folks. It's just
with.
On this little. My Chromebook is actually 3 inches. Okay. What was the question? Food. Crested gecko food. You have to do the analysis, and nothing beats long-term care. Two very, very important. Take the ingredients, compare the ingredients, but then compare the crude protein, protein, crude fat, and all the other significant pieces. Look at the ingredients. What's the first thing that's in the ingredients? What's the second thing in the ingredients? What's the third thing? Once you get past 4 or 5, then it doesn't really matter as much, and it's hard to do the analysis. But I tell you what, if you find a food, I'm going to jump on somebody's maybe future thing here, but if you have a food that has something very, very sweet as the first or second or third ingredient, not fruit, I think that's a big problem. And again, long-term use, proven results is so important with using something like Crested Gecko foods. Okay, go ahead.
Are you going to be at Tinley in March? We're
Waffles.
Not vending.
We are not vending, but we will be there.
We won't be there until Sunday, by the way.
Sunday.
We have plans on Saturday. Okay, the Lacey Act, you can hit that. And I'm going to have to tell you something on that one.
Okay.
That came across my Facebook page because there's a lot of reptile people on my page. And when I saw the Lacey Act, then I got the next post, and it was from our daughter-in-law, Lacey, and I got really confused.
She should be honored. She should be honored.
I had no idea what this was about.
Okay, so here's my thoughts on the Lacey Act, and I'm going to spend like 1 minute on this, and then we're going to move along because I have some very distinct feelings and thoughts on this because you have to read it. You have to read it. So number one, read it. Read it. Don't go over to Joe and Barbara and Stevens and Wally's videos and listen to them rant and rave about this shutting down the flippin' hobby. I'm going to be very, very to the point here. Don't get emotional, people. Don't get emotional. I'm not saying that I'm against it. I'm not saying I'm for it in this session right here. What I'm saying is read it. Read it and talk to the people that are important. Watch people that are creditable in this hobby, like a Ryan McVeigh, like US Arc. Go to US Arc, become a member, support them, contact the people that you're supposed to contact. But more important, the section that relates to reptiles, to fish, to mammals, this is only a few pages. Read it over and think in your mind, could this happen? One of the things about the Lacey Act, I'm going to move on after this point because I could go on and on. Mm-hmm. One of the things with the Lacey Act is that they're considering a white list and a black list. Well, there's already a white list out there for isopods. I'm not saying it's working perfectly, but it kind of does work. How it's going to be policed, that's another story. Now, can this act eliminate our hobby and make it so that the only animals that you can get are PetSmart, and nothing against PetSmart or Petco or any of those stores, but all that you can get is a leopard gecko or a crested gecko from one of these stores. You can't get it from a breeder. I don't know. Read the information and talk to your I can't remember now, senator or congressman. I think it's senators. Thank you. Talk to them and express your concerns. Don't get emotional. Don't get, all over the place. Be very specific. Hysteria helps nobody. Yes. and be informed and communicate. Okay, next.
Somebody wanted this is the last question. Somebody wanted to know where they can get more information about breeding viper geckos. Do you have a video? I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't think I do, but I have a kind of a care video. Contact me after this, and I can, if you have specific questions about how to breed vipers, it's pretty straightforward. I've never, ever had a problem introducing vipers together. I've actually kept, groups together, a male and 2 or 3 females together, and never had a problem with them not breeding. What I would suggest is just a little bit of sand in the enclosure, maybe a 1/2 inch, and then in one corner put a overturned flower pot saucer with a little notch in it, and water the water under, but mist that so it's a little tiny bit damp, and the vipers will lay in there 99.999% of the time.
Okay. If there are questions that we missed, we will get them the next round. I don't know. How do you want to handle that?
Send if it's like care information, breeding information, send me a PM on Facebook for sure.
All right. Let's get to some fun. I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting kind of hungry too, and I don't have anything up here to eat.
No.
And you're not eating my fish. So let's do the giveaway.
And no, there will never be snakes in our house. That question I'll
Ever.
now. Never.
Let's do the giveaway. So what are we giving away first? We're going to do the Josh's Frog last. So everybody that's stuck around, 108 people. Thank you. Did everybody check to see if everybody hit the like? And if they didn't, we'll just sit here and wait.
97 out of 104 right now. So that's pretty good.
That's crazy nuts. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right. So we're going to give away.
Can you read that with no lights on in here?
Yes, I can read it.
Tell you this.
We're going to give away a Isopod combo package, which is a food package, which is
I can be your Vanna.
A small package of mealworms.
I can be your Vanna. I can show it off. Everything in my mind relates to movies. I'll be your Huckleberry.
That is the movie. Vanna's a game show.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Okay.
Anybody guess the movie? Okay. So here's what we're giving away. We're giving away a combo pack of Mealies, Isopod, Supreme Mealies, the freeze-dried fish, which is really, really good. Prawns is a must,
and
people.
Chow.
And a bag of chow. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say it's chow. How do I know that this isn't like?
Okay. Do you want to give the giveaway
all right,
tonight,
let's do this.
or are we going to be here till tomorrow?
Let's do this.
I have to go to work.
Jennifer says, "Hurry up." Jennifer
understand.
says, "Hurry up."
So the first gift is the Isopod combo.
Okay, let me get that off real quick. No, she said, "Hooray!" All right. So the first gift is.
How are we doing this, by the way?
Hold on. I have to do it like this. This is going to be hard for me. Okay.
Iso food.
Iso
combo.
food.
Iso combo. Go back. Sorry, I goofed up. It's a combo.
Okay. So I start collecting.
Oh, that's right.
And everybody can type in #, do it yourself. Iso combo. And I'm going to show this on the screen, hopefully. Can everybody see that?
Okay, yep, there. They're doing it.
Okay. The entries are coming in. Hopefully you can see the entries.
Oh, they're coming.
We're going to give it like a minute or not a minute, probably about 45 seconds.
Keep it going.
What did we call that girl that helps us with the...
I don't even know what you name that thing.
I'm not going to say the
I
name.
just don't like that thing.
The A name, I'm not going to say that.
No, we are not going there. I forgot what you called it.
Oh, we've had a ton of entries, 83 people. Okay, so if you're keeping isopods, this is a great food. I've been using it for a couple of years now. We have some bigger breeders in the hobby using the Isopod chow, Supreme Isopod chow. Who the heck said Ziggy? Oh, Ziggy, we did call it Ziggy.
Don't say it out loud.
Ziggy, start the timer. Ziggy's ignoring me. How did I come up with Ziggy? I think Ziggy started us. Okay, 95. Let's go. Should we do it? Do a poll.
Pull it.
Okay, hopefully everybody can see this. Winner is... You're going to write this down?
I've got it going right here.
Oh, Heather Rask. Heather Rask. Andrew and Frank the Tank, you're not eligible to win. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so that one's done. So now we're going to give away an 8-ounce package of Pangea,
Okay,
and they will have their choice.
hold on. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm going to mess this up, I bet.
What are you doing?
Well, I have to reset it, so I have to refresh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you talk about what we're doing.
All right,
here.
we're going to give away an 8-ounce package of Pangea food for crested geckos and other gecko species. And you can either pick a watermelon flavor, a Pangea with insect, or a fig and insect flavor. You'll just have to tell us which one you want after you've won.
Okay. So can I hold these up? Okay, so this is
one.
This
the 8-ounce
is
package, and it's
this-
either it's either watermelon, insects, or fig and insect.
you're giving away an 8-ouncer? Wow.
Yeah, I am.
Wow. So if you have crested geckos, this is perfect. Perfect food for you.
I'm in charge.
Okay.
Tonight. This is watermelon.
So give me a second.
Watermelon.
Don't enter yet. You shouldn't do that until I can start. That's all right. Okay, # watermelon.
I think watermelon's the best. I think they eat that the best. Somebody just asked. We give it all, but I think
we
they
give it
eat
all, but I
watermelon
think
the
that
best.
whenever we change over from one flavor to another flavor, it seems like watermelon is the one that they
Mhm.
take like right away, no questions asked. 26 entries. Ziggy, start the timer.
Ziggy doesn't exist.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And whoever their winner is just has to tell us the name or the flavor.
75. Let's let it go just a little bit. We have found if you enter your # name a couple, 3 times, it just doesn't, you don't get better odds. It doesn't impact anything.
Stop.
Stop the timer.
Stop it and go.
Okay, we're drawing people. 86 entries. 88. The winner is some great names there I'm seeing pop up. Danny Witten. Danny. I almost said, hey, folks, you need to be here to win.
No.
Well, here's the thing. If they're putting in the name, they're here, right?
Duh. All right. How about if we
I
give
pulled a Wally
away?
moment.
Yeah, you did. How about if we give away?
Okay, give me a second. You can talk about it. Go ahead and talk about
I'm
it.
gonna talk.
All right.
Just be quiet. How about if we give away an Isopod T-shirt, the Godfather?
Wow. This is like our last one, right? Yeah, I don't know. Can
pretty
they
much
see it?
it,
I'm
yeah.
still waiting for my
Yeah, it's pretty
side. So I don't know why, but my giveaway tool is taking just like forever to pull up. Don't put the name in just
I'm
yet.
not doing nothing.
Okay. Hopefully everybody can see that. Probably getting just this terrible shine.
No, they're okay.
All right. You can see that. Oops. So does that look like me?
Okay, come on. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second here. Let me put in the. Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Give me the name.
Content T-shirt.
Okay.
Go. Extra large. She's angry. She's getting there. I keep seeing waffles come up, and we might end up having waffles tonight. It's been kind of a busy night here tonight.
If I were in person entering,
Chocolate chip
I would
waffles.
wait. Just a note here. I would wait. Just give it a couple of seconds until after Net types in the name. I would even give it like 5 or 10 seconds and then put in your entry because I want to make sure this tool is working
It's
and we
working.
get 75 entries. What did you say the size? This is extra small, right?
Extra large.
We have a ton of extra smalls up. No.
No, we don't.
Is this our last shirt?
We have one left.
We have one left. So this is a collector's item for sure.
Wow.
That and $1.50 will buy you a cup of coffee in the morning.
You got 106 people watching you.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. Make sure you hit that like
129
button.
people.
Make sure you subscribe. I thought only one person liked me. Okay, are we ready to draw?
One person loves you. The rest like you.
Should I draw?
Go.
Go. Drawing. Hope everybody can see it. Yes, 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 yes. Getting close. Jason P. Jason P sounds familiar.
Okay.
Aqua Garden says it'll be a vintage at some point.
It will be.
Wow, that's
All
fun.
right.
Okay.
Now we're going to give away a 2-ounce package of Crested Gecko Pangea.
Oh,
and any of those flavors. Again, it can either be the watermelon, the fig with insect, or the regular insect.
So you have 2 of these, right? So
Yes,
we will
I
be
do.
pulling
So we'll
2.
do it 2 times.
Okay.
Yep.
So give me a second to get this guy going again.
And I'll tell you the code word in a minute.
Okay. Can I see the code word?
You can see the code word right there.
Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. Okay.
Just tell us the flavor then that they want. Oh, am I supposed to put this in?
You are supposed to put that in. I'm waiting. Caddyshack. We're waiting.
Pound sign fig. Somebody put pound sign because they were waiting for me to get it.
They're really impatient. I'm just going to put a pound sign in it. Star all.
Like pound sign.
Pound sign star all.
What's she saying? It's a going. So do you want chocolate chip waffles tonight or just waffles?
Wow, I'd rather like a real meal, but if that's all you're doing, I guess that's... Am I showing this? No, I'm not.
A real meal?
Sorry, folks.
At 8:11 at night?
No, I'm just kidding.
I know you are.
Waffles are... You know, I love every meal that you cook, sweetheart.
Yeah, right.
The other day, though, that liver... Oh, my
I don't make that.
God,
It's
was that
disgusting.
terrible. I love liver.
It's disgusting.
Old TV commercial. Billy's mom made liver too.
Okay, pull the name.
Okay, are we ready? 93 entries. 93
For the
people want fig.
First pack.
So this is 1 pack. This is a 2-ouncer, right?
Yep. Either any one of the 3 flavors I had.
Winner is... Oh, Oscar, you were so close there. Maria.
I
Fajardo.
can't see that. from here.
Fajardo.
Okay, now you got to do another one.
Okay, we're going to do another one. You don't have to enter it again, folks.
And she can't win it again.
Draw again. Minette says you can't enter again.
She can't.
She's
win
the
it again.
meanie.
I'm not mean. I'm just saying she can't win it twice. The same thing.
Boy, it is going. This computer is going so slow.
Ooh.
503. Heather. Congratulations. This is so cool.
Okay.
Everybody's saying congrats.
How
Did you get that?
about yes? How
Okay.
about a 4-ounce Isopod food?
Wow.
Supreme Isopod food, a 4-ouncer.
So you are going to give me a second to warm up this other site because it's being silly and not letting me refresh very quickly. So what you need to do is if you are a winner, you need to contact me on Facebook. Please be on Facebook. Contact me on Facebook. I need your address information so we can get this mailed out to you.
And if you won one of the Pangeas, you got to just tell us which flavor.
What's the word? What's the word? Okay. Oops. It would be funny if I just misspelled it.
Well, I actually put a totally different word in. So it's a good thing I looked
you didn't
at
put
with
it in
you.
yet, did you?
No, I didn't hit
Okay.
enter. Tell me when
starting
I'm
to
good.
collect.
Ready?
I am ready. Ready and rocking.
Did it go in?
Susan, thank you very much. It is in.
Is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Hopefully now we don't get winning it because I just re-entered it.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, it would be great.
We have ISO food, 39 people, 57 people. Wow. So we've been
Still
using
four
this.
more gifts.
We've been using this Supreme Isopod chow for I think I mentioned before 2 years, and it's worked out so
Only two? Seems
well.
longer.
Yeah,
It does
you know
seem a
what?
little
No,
longer.
it is longer because I used it for probably about 8 months before I started
that's
selling it. So
true.
I think I've been selling it for 2 years. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
86 people. Should we draw?
You had 111 people watching us and 130 liked you.
130 people liked me.
Yeah. Wow.
They really like me.
I agree. The last 2 years
Guy
have felt
with
like 8
the
years.
kendama.
Go.
I already went.
Oh, I'm sorry. So who won? The guy with
excuse me, the guy with the
I
kendama.
thought you were reading him on post. That thing. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. What? That's the show, folks. That's the show. It's Wally mispronouncing every single person's name in these drawings. So, yeah, that's what it's all about.
All right. Next gift is going to be a 10 count of Porcilio Scaber Yellow Snows from
Yeehaw.
Supreme Gecko.
So again, if you're a winner, contact me on Facebook. Share with me that you won a gift and your addresses. Okay, you got the details. How many more gifts are there? Jeez,
4 total
creepers.
with this one.
I can't afford this. I can't afford this from Supreme Gecko. Which one are we doing?
Well, I had my thumb on it right there.
There's no way I'm going to be able to read that.
This.
Holy cow. Okay, I got it.
Open your eyes. I have not
Close
played
your
Wordle
eyes.
yet. I keep wondering about it, but I haven't started it yet. I'm
And
afraid I'll get
kiss
hooked.
you tomorrow.
You ready?
On the shoe. Is that the word?
I can't see your screen.
Yeah. All your loving. I will give
There
you.
is no 100K. Getting given away. You got me so upset I can't even say it.
And now for our English speaking friends.
When are you giving away 100K?
Oh, I've got to share.
You gotta share what?
I've got to share.
Are you sharing?
So did anybody in the comments yet say don't eat?
No.
So if you haven't seen these isopods, these are super
They
cool.
are
I think
cool.
they're really cool. Really, really nice yellowish
Frank still eating
sheen.
waffles. Frank doesn't understand this.
Love them. Love them.
Pound sign, whatever we say, and he comes back with pound sign waffles. He
Pound
just
sign
doesn't
waffles.
get it. And he's just making me more hangry because I'm getting hungrier.
Ziggy, pick a winner. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Where yet?
101 entries. 101 people want yellow snow.
Go for it.
Do it. 103 people want yellow snow. Yellow. Wow.
Hey, that gecko down here is doing pretty good.
Andrew, your gecko is still alive.
It's
Check
red.
it to make sure. Yeah, now we see
Holy
it
cow.
red.
Beautiful.
So besides the point that Beatrice Henley just won,
Oh, Beatrice?
Beatrice Henley, she's not doing her job, folks.
Be careful, buddy. Okay.
Andrew, we're going to show your Crested Gecko in just a second because it's starting to fire up. This Chromebook won't show any colors, but
See,
it's going to be
I kicked it
nice.
around a little. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you kick it a couple of times in the net and it like fires up like, leave me alone. Okay, so how many more guesses?
3?
3. Holy cow,
Yeah.
folks. Okay, I have to refresh. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Oh,
Are you doing this after or before?
after.
I'll just keep it down.
Okay,
By my
we're
feet.
refreshing the page.
Okay, now we are going to give away I don't know how you're doing this, a membership and a buy me a coffee thing.
Okay, so what this is going to be the elite membership
No way.
to Buy Me a Coffee. This gives you everything out of the Buy Me a Coffee membership. So for those of you not that haven't seen this in previous live streams, I don't have a super chat or donations or anything like that here because YouTube takes a chunk out of it. And I wanted to build more of a community with the Buy Me a Coffee, which I can put posts out. I get to do a lot of different things over on that site. So it's buymeacoffee/Supreme Gecko. It's in the description of this live stream. But through this elite membership, you'll have all the rights to all the videos, discount code, so many other benefits. So this is for consultation. So if you have an issue, we'll sit down one-on-one and we'll chat about your issue for half hour or 3 hours or however long it is. Oh, we haven't read those out? Okay, we're going to take another minute of your time, folks. Sorry about this, but Nanette, why don't you read off our current members to the Buy Me a Coffee membership?
And I apologize if I mess up the names. Scott Maroney, Emily Linguel, Jennifer Wood, Keith, Veronica Berry, Morris Williamson, Matt Sarica, AJ Delamano, Kelly Blood, Leonardo Villalobos, Izzy.
Leo.
Yeah, Izzy Soneros, Faith, Fritz, Rocky, IPOC, Alan, is that right? Alan Gritcher, Melinda Sims, Brian Taylor, Heather Sinelli, Rebecca Berner, Jessica Ward. Go.
Mr. Waffles and I had a what did we have? Like a 30-minute, 20-minute or 30-minute discussion that went into, what was it, an hour and a half or okay, let's do this giveaway.
Okay.
Let me get the word. Okay. Oh. Nobody would guess that that's my favorite word in the universe.
Ready?
No.
Get crack-a-lackin' here.
I'm a-trying. Believe me, I'm a-trying. Okay, the secret word is coffee. We'll hold that question for another time and place and universe.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
It got moved.
We had another question that somebody had asked. Actually, if you're here, Jessica Ward, I was going to have Nanette ask me about the care sheet for one Wally Kern, and we were going to kind of go off on that. But people, we thank you very much for watching all the way through this. This is just amazing that you're all with us still. I greatly appreciate you taking some time out of your Thursday night and joining us.
I'm glad our technology
so we have
stayed together.
75 people want a cup of coffee. Cody, this is for a membership. This is for the elite membership, a year for Buy Me a Coffee, giving all kinds of different features, including a discount code for Supreme Gecko. Okay. Should we pull? 79 people, 80 people. Give it one more second here. Do it. 80 people. I greatly appreciate everybody joining us tonight. This is a lot of fun for us. Stephanie Kreidler. Kreidler. Kreidler.
Okay. Super. All right.
Supreme.
Number 9 is a 10 count.
Number 9
of Cuberis papaya.
Number 9.
Isopods.
That's a song. Number 9.
Okay, can you stop?
No.
10 count of Cuberis papaya isopods.
It's a disease. What were you saying?
We are giving a 10 count of Cuberis papaya isopods from Spring Gecko. I can't even talk anymore.
No, you can't. Okay, what's the word?
Your fault. Here you go.
So, folks, these are... Nobody's going to guess that that's what the word is. These are a true albino isopod. If you see them up close, you're going to really appreciate this. Be sure that the secret word is, of course, papaya.
Start entering it. If you already entered it before Wally said it, enter it again.
Go ahead and jump back in there if you.
Because it might have been my fault.
Oh, that's okay.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's picking it up. I
Yeah,
thought it
I'm
wasn't
grabbing
working.
so these are smaller. They're like the Murina. If anybody has Cuberis Murina, they're small like that, but they're whitish in color, and they have the pink eyes. They're super cool.
Oh, they have pink eyes, not pink eye.
They have pink eyes. As I overpronounce my S.
Oh, that was good.
I wish we had a gift for everybody that was in here.
I know.
You get a car. You get a car.
Oh, be careful what you're saying.
Yeah, they don't know where I live.
Somebody did because they had a.
You get a papaya.
15 people are watching you right now.
I'll give it another 3 seconds.
How do they stay on this long to watch?
2, 1. I don't know. I can't listen to myself for this long. Okay, drawing. Away we go.
And the winner is.
This is always the fun part. Faith, Bob, Eli, Patty, Dan, Toy. Congratulations. These are all, I think most of these are new names. This is so
I
cool.
haven't seen some of them. All right, the last gift is Josh's Frog $100 gift certificate.
Wait, what? I don't have a coupon for Josh's. A gift certificate for Josh's.
I have it right here.
Oh.
Good try. Good try. It's here.
I honestly, if you would believe this, back in like December, I knew that, we were doing the giveaway for the end of the year. It was like, where did I put that Josh's Frog gift certificate? It was lost. It was gone. I had to dig it out. I had to go buy a new one. No, I didn't.
Can you keep going?
Okay. I need a word.
Oh,
Oops.
I'll give you a word.
The secret word is, oh my gosh.
Can you handle it?
No. No, I cannot. Okay. So I'm going to show the screen. Ready? The secret word is, did you put it in? Do it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What? Did you goof? It's Josh.
No, it's Josh, but somebody.
Pound sign Josh.
Yeah, why is this doing? Oh, it's picking up somebody's name when I type in Josh.
Oh.
Pound sign Josh.
Put a space after it. It's pound sign Josh. Everybody sees it. It's okay, internet.
Oh, that's funny. I picked his name right up.
Everybody tell Nanette it's okay.
No, don't tell me it's okay. I'm all right. I can't get fired from this job.
They've come to expect at least one.
Exactly. At least one screw up on my part.
I was going to say ours, but.
Oh, there goes my pen.
And she kicked the gecko again.
I did not touch the gecko. I just threw the pen across the room.
Well, that's different. You usually throw it at me.
And normally it hits you. Not. All right.
So this is $100.
$100 to
Josh's Frogs. You can buy some nice dark frogs or substrate. You can buy all kinds of cool stuff. They have fish now.
Can they use?
They have fish
only online, or can they do it in person at like Tinley or wherever?
I don't know that, and that's a really good point.
Enter the code below in your shopping cart when checking out at the .com, or present it at a booth at a trade show. So they can do it either way.
That's cool.
So if somebody wins it, you can go to Tinley in Chicago.
Jen says more frogs. And Heather's going to get a Crested gecko.
I know. She keeps putting Crested in there.
I probably said Crested
at some point. You probably did at some point and got everybody confused.
And if you picked up on that, if you picked up on the mistake that I made, hats off to you. Point it out. Because I do it to you.
Yes, it is better than flipping a table over. Pens fly better.
Okay, are we ready?
Whenever you're ready.
120 people. 120. 3.
You got 113 watchings.
Yeah, how does that work, folks?
How does that work?
Okay, somebody entered 3 times.
It's not going to help you.
A couple times more. Somebody wants a Frug.
A Frug?
MPK 666. Okay, we have a winner. Oh, outstanding. Colony and culture.
Colony
It's cool to see everybody win. It really is.
and culture. Got it.
Okay.
So remember, if you won any of the Pangea food, you need to tell us in a message to Wally on Facebook PM whether you want watermelon, fig and insect, or just the insect flavors. And everybody else needs to and make sure you give us your address and let us know that you won, and give us an address in the PM so that we can ship these out as soon as possible.
And the giveaway is over, and we're down to 3 people watching.
No,
I'm just kidding. You guys are special.
You guys are great.
Yeah, you really are. What's next? Well, this is going to be real quick, but don't leave just yet. I have some amazing videos coming up for everybody. One of the things that I really wanted to point out was that we're going to do more of these live chats. I wish I could remember. We are going to do more of these live chats. Open the mic, question and answer. I loved that part of today's show. I love the giveaways. I love the ability to acknowledge our 2021 participants, everybody that helped build this channel, make it 10,000 subscribers. It's mind-boggling.
Somebody just asked if you could stay for questions and answers.
If somebody wants to ask a quick question at the end here, absolutely. And put your question in right now, and we'll hang around. Everybody else doesn't have to, but I do want to mention that the YouTube channel is going to start taking off and doing some little bit different things. I'm going to try to shorten the whole editing time. I'm going to have maybe one featured video a month, and the other videos are just going to be get it out there and share experience, share information to everybody in a not so drawn out and scripted manner, so that we can be more consistent with our content and get it in everybody's hands. You're going to see I tell you folks, you're going to see some amazing geckos in 2022. My fingers are crossed for some breeding. We've got some knobtails. We have some new chondrodactyls. We have some amazing gargoyle geckos, and I held back. And Andrew, let's show Andrew's animal. This animal, Andrew, was a holdback, and I had told you before that I didn't have any females available, and I lied. Yeah, it's gone. So here we go, and the camera's doing nothing for this.
No, it's not.
This animal.
Red. She fired.
Yeah, she's looking really, really nice. So we're going to have some amazing animals to showcase on the Supreme Gecko channel. We have a lot of content coming up. Somebody asked me before, how do you find somebody to do the live streams with you? We've had some great guests in the past, and we're going to have some amazing people coming up as well. This is going to be a special year. I hope you stick around and you follow us. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification all so you don't miss any of these videos. I keep.
Somebody wants you to do a live stream with just questions and answers for a couple hours.
Love it. So I'm going to try to do 2 live streams a month. I still want to get the other content out there. Well, one of them, good question. One of them will be with a guest. And I'm hoping that one of them can be just a question and answer, and we can fire off, these questions. If you have questions and you want them covered in a YouTube video in the next live presentation that we do, absolutely make sure that you send me a message in Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever and say, hey, can you ask this in one of your YouTube video? So
same time next week.
Andrew, this one's coming to you. So the only stipulation, Andrew, is I know you're placing an order. If you don't mind, we'll include this gecko with your next order. She is looking small.
Red.
She is red. She's nice. This was for sure one of the 4 or 5 red holdbacks that I was keeping for myself, and I am more than happy to get this one in your hands. So anyone questions, let's go ahead and shoot them out there. Otherwise, we're going to be taking off here pretty quick.
In an hour.
2 in an hour.
Streams an hour.
I can't talk
Same
that fast.
time next week.
I can do that. How am I going to do that?
Okay. I'm just picking up her container that you threw on the floor that time.
Yeah, at least she was out of the container.
Any thoughts on
before
emerald
I kicked
tree
it.
skinks? That one's come up. A
I
couple
love
times.
them. I love the emerald tree skinks. I have kept them one time, and it was probably the first year that I kept reptiles, and I didn't do that well with them. I think you're just going to have to go to maybe a skink group, or maybe one thing that I would recommend highly is go to Google Scholar. You can find any piece of information that you want there, scientific, documented, location specific. Google Scholar. I wish I could help more with that, but
Your thoughts on isopods for regular feeders for leopard geckos? That's come up a couple times too tonight.
Yeah. I think they mean feeding isopods to leopard geckos. I've tried it. I actually set up a video. Oh, you can do all kinds of things with your isopods. You can breed them. You can do. And I did and you can feed them. And I actually filmed, didn't film it. I recorded everything up to that point, and I put the isopods in all kinds of different enclosures. The only animals that really just jack down on them and just consume them like crazy were the chondrodactylus. Leopards were, iffy. Crested geckos were iffy, and a lot of the other animals, it was okay.
What's your oldest reptile ever that we've had?
Speckles
was the oldest?
Passed a few years ago, and I had purchased Speckles when he was probably about 5 years old, and I think I probably had him 15 years.
15, yeah.
Ish. It might have been just a couple of years less than that, but
they keep asking about this Wally care sheet, so you'll have to address that next time for sure. I got the pictogeckos that you sent. Any keys on how I should ensure and acclimate them? We will send you a private message, Isaac.
Isaac, if you haven't seen
questions in here, we'll send you a private message on this one.
Sorry, Isaac. Somehow. And again, if you check out those videos that we've done in the series, the Period or Picta series, there's a lot of information in there that hopefully can help you.
They said they have to mist you twice a day.
I need to be missed twice a day. Yep, I would say I'm
Frank
due for that
4.
Fourth misting.
Frank says 4. With vodka, not water.
A man after my own heart.
I'm looking to see. Feed them worms. Okay, yeah, we're getting out of there. Gummy worms.
If anybody has any more questions, please add them. Otherwise, I think that we're going to I've kept you guys here forever, so I really appreciate you hanging. There's 70 people still watching this. Incredible.
They're crazy.
Can't thank you guys enough. Thanks for coming on. Bless you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the 10,000. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled that you have been here for many, many of the videos along with me. It is fun.
It's fun.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.